Hello YouTube, this is Brownell's Tech Tips, and in this video we're going to talk about traveling and social media. Telling the world you're not at home. This particular one kind of pushes a security issue that exists with most people and their posting habits on social media. So this one might kind of actually punch you in the face, which is really honestly the intention. Because there's a lot of things that you really need to take in consideration before you freaking click the post button. So without further ado, they need to know where I am. I can't stress this enough. There is no, and I mean no, absolutely zero good reason to post where you are at on social media. The excuse, they need to know where I am, is just an excuse. If that's the honest reality, how in the hell did you survive traveling before social media was a thing? Despite your self-delusional thoughts, the world doesn't need to know everywhere you go or that you are. And honestly, nor do they really freaking care. You might have a couple of people that do or feign that they do. The majority of the population could care less. Social media can be used to express your opinion on a location you are at, but still, most people could really care less. You are far off better to do a review than to check in at a location. If you're going to check in at a location, you're usually better off to do that after you're back home rather than while you're out. You are drawing attention, and you are drawing the wrong kind of attention. So what wrong kind of attention? Well, thieves, hackers, arsonists, bad guys in general. You're not only letting the bad guys know you're not home, but you're also letting them know how far away you are. Posting about going on vacation is the dumbest shit you can do, and people do it all the time. Posting about going on vacation, when you're going, how long you will be gone, is an open door invitation for the bad guys. Basically, you're telling them, I'm not going to be around, come fucking rob me. If you don't like that, too bad, no one cares. The reason being is because you're giving the information out. So if you posted this crap on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else and you got robbed while you were gone, guess what? You deserved it. Social media is becoming more and more of a place for the bad guys to perform reconnaissance. What is reconnaissance? Intelligence gathering. That's right. They can monitor what you're doing, where you're at, where you're going to be, where you are going to, how long you're freaking going to be there, and then base their actions off of that. And I can tell you right now, even a 5-minute trip is more than enough time to burn your fucking house to the ground. Think about that. They can learn more about you, your family, your friends, your habits, and your schedules in every detail to make plans off of your public profiles. They aren't my friends. Well, just because you didn't add them to your friend list doesn't mean crap. They don't have to be. They can be friends of friends, and we all have that friend that accepts every damn friend request that they receive. Everyone has that friend. Many of you have multiple. They don't vet their friends. They don't bother to verify the profile. They don't bother to verify it's actually the person. They don't care, and they may not even know the person in the first place. So, yeah. They can create, and they, the bad guys, can create mimic accounts that are identical to yours to pose as you to get friends to accept you so they can monitor you. Lots and lots of stuff out there. We'll go over more on that, on how they can monitor you if they're in your friends list. Many profiles are set to public. There's no need to even send you a freaking request. If your profile has everything set to public, they can watch everything you post with zero need to ever be on your friend list or on friends of friends list. So that's another one to seriously consider. Many people post incredibly personal details thinking it's only to friends and family. That one right there is the key thing. You're not posting it only to friends and family. You're posting it on the freaking internet. This means it is 100% wide open to absolutely everyone. Most provide GPS location of where they are located at almost all times without even realizing it. If you're sharing your GPS location with your social media application on your phone, guess what? It knows everywhere you go, and so does everyone else. All public place check-ins post your location. The minute you check in that you're at a place, it automatically posts exactly where you're at with a nice pretty map pointing to exactly where you're at. So if you have enemies that want to shoot you, you just gave them the perfect way to find your ass. If you have a guy that wants to rob your house, you just provided exactly where you are and how far you are from home. So then I get the question, well, what can I do to protect myself? What can I do? Well, there's lots of things you shouldn't do. Number one, do not share your location with social media. Number two, post check-ins after you're back home and not while you're out. Yes, you can select where you want to check in at. You don't actually have to be there. Make sure uploaded images do not have the GPS meta tags attached to them. Yes, I could use a scraper. Pull your pictures, go pull the meta tags, and determine exactly where you're at and whether or not you're actually home and when the picture was taken. Make sure friends are aware and hope they vet whom they accept invites from. You really need to make sure your friends are aware, and you really need to make sure that they vet their friends. You don't want that friend that just blindly accepts anyone and everyone. Do a better job about vetting profiles before accepting a friend request. Make sure that your profile isn't just set to public and that your posts are friends only and not friends of friends. This makes it to where they don't necessarily have to be on your friends list. They can just be a friend of a friend or a friend of a family member. And like I said, we all have that friend that just blindly accepts all invites. And now they can sit there and monitor what you're posting, where you're at, and everything else. And you have no idea that's what they're doing. Last and most important, post nothing personal or location giving, especially if you're leaving home for an extended period of time. So what are the pros and cons of social media? Social media is not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. Pros, you're always connected to friends. You're always connected to family. You can easily keep up with what's going on. Keep up with local events. Post your thoughts and opinions. Freedom of speech is a great thing. I'm a large supporter of freedom of speech. Check in at locations. Post your thoughts and opinions of the place to let others know. You might be letting friends or family members know of a place that they don't even know about that's actually really good. Cons. Bad guys can track you through social media. You make yourself an easy target. Friends can accidentally make you a target based on what they talk about and what you may or may not have or own. Family can do the same thing and accidentally make you a target. Friends and family can leach personal information to others. And here's going to be a real kicker in the face. Pedophiles collect child pictures either directly from you or as a friend of a friend. So it's always nice to know that some pervert could be out there whacking off to your kids' pictures. You frequently give away your location. And you frequently give away your habits. You frequently inform when you're home and not home. And you give this all away. So here's the thing. If you wouldn't normally give the bad guy this kind of personal information, why are you so easily giving them this kind of personal information? Awareness makes a huge difference. I'd like to thank you for your time on this video and being here with me on this one. This one touches home in a lot of different ways, especially with some of my friends, my own daughter, several other things. So there's a lot of information that you're always giving out that you have no idea you're always giving out, or you may have an idea and not even care. You know, who knows? But anyhow, I hope this video helped. You guys have a great one.